Well, it is official. Tyler the Great Warrior was indeed listed on April 19th at 10 p.m. Eastern last night. Many folks had thought, well, it might actually not be listed on eBay, and maybe after Simo's video, that the seller of this card would take a private offer and probably got some big offers. No, indeed, it is getting listed, and it is listed. Within the first 14 hours, we're seeing some gaudy numbers. $135,100, 145 whopping bids on this card, and this thing is breaking records. This is looking to be national news media outlet material, and this is going to be something that people who have no idea or haven't heard the word Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time are now going to finally hit that Yu-Gi-Oh nostalgia button when they see this on a headline. Let's first take a look at the bids to see how legitimate these bids are looking. Okay, you got 144 bids with 44 bidders. It was a 10-day auction, so we got plenty of time left. Let's just start all the way from the bottom. And starting at the bottom, it was started at $45,000. You have a couple zero feedback bidders, which is never a good thing. Some might say, why? What does that matter? It could just be a new user. Typically, with a card like this, yeah, a new user is not a good thing to see. Usually, it's someone that probably isn't reliable, with no history or reputation or intention to pay. So you really do not want to see zero feedback bidders here. I'm actually surprised that the user or the seller had accepted bids from zero feedback. There's ways that you could block those bidders, but they did not. Here's a legitimate offer from 89,000 feedback of $50,000. So that's definitely a legitimate offer. And now you got 51. You've got all the way up to 54. You've got, let's see, another zero feedback again to 69. You got 70. Look at all these zero feedbacks here, up to 80,000. And 80,000. Then you got 87,000, okay, 87,000 from a 7,000 feedback bidder, so that's legitimate. And then you got all these what appear to be legitimate bids in the 87 to 88 range. Okay, another 88 range, 88.9, 90,000. This one's got six feedbacks, so you don't like to see that all that much. 286 feedback bid, $100,000. And right now, which is interesting, the current leader of this auction at $135,100 has 2,723 feedback. So that appears to be a legitimate bidder here with $135,000. So, the bidder has 99% positive feedback. So it looks to be whoever's bidding this 135.1 looks to be a legitimate bidder here as well. And there's also around 125 to 130, some more legitimate bidders as well. So what a story here, folks. I mean, this is insane. I didn't think it would be up this high this quickly. Now, what happens with these auctions is sometimes it might peak too early. A lot of people might now at this point be like, wow, this thing's going way too high, I'm out. And then it kind of limps to the finish line. Will it happen with this card? I don't know. I mean, we might see it go up to 250 and be done. We might see it go up to 200 and be done. We might see it go up to 500. We don't know. But typically when an auction gets a ton of interest early like this, it flushes a lot of people out. And as a result, it kind of does wobble to the finish line. We'll have to see if that is indeed the case. Nonetheless, though, the fact that there's this much interest in a down market, in a down economy, for this one-of-one, one-of-a-kind, only print Yu-Gi-Oh card, tells us Yu-Gi-Oh's not a joke. You got Post Malone probably on the phone saying, all right, what do I do with this card? You got some celebrity probably looking into this, and a Yu-Gi-Oh fanatic or something like that saying, well, this is something I need. This could potentially bring a lot of other folks into the Yu-Gi-Oh collecting, investing space. When this does get nationally, publicized as well, you're going to see a staggering number. You're going to get potentially Logan Paul coming back in. Again, we already know Post Malone's in this stuff. There are other celebrities that are looking to buy these cards as well. So, big money. And I think a sale like this, if you do have some assets in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, is a great thing. in terms of the value of those cards. You know, we have seen a decline in the last 6, 12, even 24 months at some of these cards, but I think a card like this has potential to really skyrocket and bring up some specific cards. We'll have to see, but it certainly doesn't hurt. If people, tons and tons of people are bidding six figures on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, that is telling you there is money out there and it is a legitimate asset to potentially invest in there as well. So what do you guys think? What do you think it will go for? My original prediction, which I'll stand by, was around $250,000. A lot of people said 200. A lot of people said 150. A lot of people said $1 million. I don't see that, but what do you guys think? Until next time, YugiohTube signing out.